When one first seeks the truth, one separates oneself from it. An ancient Buddha said, "Mountains are mountains. Waters are waters." This simple saying contains the ultimate truth. Clearly I know, the mind is mountains, rivers, and the great earth, sun, moon, and stars. Though it has no thought of keeping watch, it's not for naught that the scarecrow stands in the grain field. There are myriads of forms and hundreds of grasses throughout the entire earth, yet each grass and each form itself is the entire earth. That you carry yourself forward and experience the myriad things is delusion. That the myriad things come forward and experience themselves is awakening. An ancient Buddha said, "Mountains are mountains. Waters are waters." These words do not mean mountains are mountains. They mean mountains are mountains. When the old plum tree blooms, the entire world blooms. The color of the mountains is Buddha's body. The sound of running water is his great speech. All that's visible springs from causes intimate to you. While walking, sitting, lying down, the body itself is complete truth. If someone asks the inner meaning of this, inside the treasury of Dharma I, a single grain of dust. Do not doubt that mountains walk simply because they may not appear to walk like humans. That place where sentient beings take their delight and play has continually existed as the Buddha's pure land, which can never be destroyed. We must meticulously make this our fundamental practice. You should understand that birth and death is itself nirvana. Nirvana is not realized outside of birth and death. Illusions mean our individuality, our limitations as individuals, and also egocentricity. We cannot see the universe from the viewpoints of other people. We can see things only from my point of view. Continuous practice day after day is the most appropriate way of expressing gratitude. Just practice good, do good for others, without thinking of making yourself known, so that you may gain reward. Really bring benefit to others, gaining nothing for yourself. This is the primary requisite for breaking free of attachments to the self. Students, when you want to say something, think about it 3 times before you say it. Speak only if your words will benefit yourselves and others. Do not speak if it brings no benefit. Prefer to be defeated in the presence of the wise than to excel among fools. If you want to travel the way of Buddhas and Zen masters, then expect nothing, seek nothing, and grasp nothing. To be in harmony with the wholeness of things is not to have anxiety over imperfections. Do not follow the ideas of others, but learn to listen to the voice within yourself. Your body and mind will become clear and you will realize the unity of all things. Understand clearly that when a great need appears, a great use appears also. When there is small need, there is small use. It is obvious, then, that full use is made of all things at all times according to the necessity thereof. Those who practice know whether realization is attained or not, just as those who drink water know whether it is hot or cold. Because monks come from the midst of purity, they consider as good and pure what does not arouse desire among other people. Do not arouse disdainful mind when you prepare a broth of wild grasses. Do not arouse joyful mind when you prepare a fine cream soup. Since it is the practice of enlightenment that practice has no beginning, and since it is enlightenment within the practice that realization has no end. If you only have wild grasses with which to make a broth, do not disdain them. Diligently apply yourself, and whatever arises as just for a while. The ancients thought it shameful to seek advancement or want to be the head of something, or the chief or senior. A fool sees himself as another, but a wise man sees others as himself. In a mind clear as still water, even the waves breaking are reflecting its light. To escape from the world means that one's mind is not concerned with the opinions of the world. No matter how bad a state of mind you may get into, if you keep strong and hold out, eventually the floating clouds must vanish and the withering wind must cease. I haven't got any Buddhism. I live by letting things happen. When you find your place where you are, practice occurs, actualizing the fundamental point. Let your heart go out and abide in things. Let things return and abide in your heart. and a snowfall that covers the winter grass, a white heron uses his own whiteness to disappear. Those who see worldly life as an obstacle to Dharma see no Dharma in everyday actions. They have not yet discovered that there are no everyday actions outside of Dharma. People like what is not true, and they don't like what is true. No matter how compelling or beautiful they may be, words appeal in the main to the linear, thinking mind that thinks in words. A Zen master's life is one continuous mistake. Truth is not far away. It is nearer than near. Working with plants, trees, fences, and walls, if they practice sincerely, they will attain enlightenment. You should study not only that you become a mother when your child is born, but also that you become a child. To escape from the world means that one's mind is not concerned with the opinions of the world. What you think in your own mind to be good, or what people of the world think is good, is not necessarily good. If he cannot stop the mind that seeks after fame and profit, he will spend his life without finding peace. When other sects speak well of Zen, the first thing that they praise is its poverty. There are thousands upon thousands of students who have practiced meditation and obtained its fruits. Do not doubt its possibilities because of the simplicity of the method. If you cannot find the truth right where you are, where else do you expect to find it? When you paint spring, do not paint willows, plums, peaches, or apricots, but just paint spring. To paint willows, plums, peaches, or apricots is to paint willows, plums, peaches, or apricots. It is not yet painting spring. When mountains and waters are painted, blue, green, and red paints are used, strange rocks and wondrous stones are used, the 4 jewels and the 7 treasures are used. Rice cakes are painted in the same manner. When a person is painted, the 4 great elements and 5 skandhas are used.